In this very first episode of The Primer, we take a look at the vast expanse of the territories and people brought together by Maharaja Gulab Singh to make the modern state of Jammu and Kashmir.
In the spring of 1846, a treaty signed in the quiet corridors of Amritsar drew the first clear lines of what would become one of South Asia's most complex regions, the modern state of Jammu and Kashmir. That agreement between the British East India Company and Maharaja Gulab Singh, the Dogra ruler of Jammu, did more than exchange land for silver. It created a new political geography, a kingdom that would, for the next century, stand at the crossroads of empires and histories. The early 19th century was an age of shifting powers in northern India. The Sikh Empire under Maharaja Ranjit Singh had united Punjab and extended control deep into the western Himalaya, including the Kashmir Valley. Among Ranjit Singh's lieutenants, Gulab Singh, a Dogra noble from Jammu, rose with rare skill. A soldier, administrator, and strategist who built his own dominion while serving the Lahore Darbar. But the balance of power changed after the First Anglo-Sikh War of 1845 and 46. The Sikh forces were defeated, and under the Treaty of Lahore in March 1846, the British compelled the Sikh rulers to surrender territories between the Beas and the Indus. Just days later, a second treaty, the Treaty of Amritsar, signed on the 16th of March 1846, transferred those lands to Gulab Singh in return for a payment of 75 lakh Nanakshahi rupees. In a single stroke, a Dogra principality became a Himalayan kingdom. Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, and later Gilgit-Baltistan now unified under one sovereign authority. The new state was astonishing in scale and diversity. It stretched from the plains of Jammu to the green bowl of the valley, from the Buddhist plateaus of Ladakh to the high glacial frontiers of Baltistan and Gilgit. Within these mountains lived peoples of many tongues and faiths: Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, and Sikh, connected for centuries by trade routes that led towards Central Asia, Tibet, and the Indian plains. Connected. Few polities in the subcontinent held such geographical range or civilizational variety. The Dogra rulers' map was at once political and cultural, the tapestry stitched by conquest, diplomacy, and the mountain's own demands. Maharaja Gulab Singh governed with a soldier's pragmatism. He sought to consolidate rather than expand, securing his frontiers, building roads, organizing revenue, and formalizing law. His successors, Ranbir Singh, Pratap Singh, and Hari Singh, would deepen this framework. They introduced codified legal systems, taxation reforms, and rudimentary modern infrastructure, even as they navigated the careful balance of British paramountcy and internal sovereignty. By the dawn of the 20th century, Jammu and Kashmir had become one of the largest princely states in British India, a realm with its own army, flag, and a sense of identity, distinct yet undeniably Indian in spirit and civilizational roots. The Treaty of Amritsar stands as the founding document of modern Jammu and Kashmir, not just a legal deed, but the moment when geography, politics, and statecraft converged. It created a Himalayan state that would later face the tests of partition and the challenges of modern nationhood, but whose territorial outline and administrative character were born in that single diplomatic act. To understand Jammu and Kashmir today, its borders, its balance of regions, and its place in the Indian imagination, one must return to that March day in 1846, when the map of the mountains was redrawn and a new chapter in subcontinental history quietly began.
Thanks for watching this episode of Primer on Jammu and Kashmir. Here is a quick note from the editors of the Dispatch. While dealing with historical events, we are conscious of the fact that history has no single view. In places like Jammu and Kashmir, this can be more complicated. While explaining the events of history through this primer, we are taking the best possible care to be objective and to offer context wherever views differ starkly. We welcome you to write to us and enrich the knowledge base on Jammu and Kashmir.